Let's actually like get some content in for like YouTube today. Let's like watch some React content. Let's watch some videos. So like one of the videos right now I wanted to watch was Ted. Now if you guys don't know who this guy is, I love Ted. He's a wonderful, fantastic commentary YouTuber. He's the guy who went to every Margaritaville and the Rainforest Cafe in America, and he's actually very entertaining. And he made a video about we all agree Twitter is terrible now. So I kind of want to watch this because I agree that Twitter is awful too, and I want to be like so true king, and then like glaze the fuck out of him. Shank your keys. Jingle, 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 jingle. I need to get like keys I can like jingle on stream for chat. Hold on, actually, wait. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hold on. Give me just 2 seconds, chat. Chat, hold on. So I got my keys. So jingle, 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 jingle. Chat, look, it's the keys. Oh my god. Lock in, chat. Lock in. It's keys. Oh, you hear that? It's keys. Lock in. Oh my god. Jingle, 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 jingle. Come back. Come back to chat, chat. Come back to chat. Lock in. You should keys? What does that mean? You have my attention now? Alright, let's lock in. So we all agreed Twitter is terrible now, right? From Ted. We all know Ted. He's great. I love him. Let's lock in.
So we all agree that Twitter is terrible now, right? I think
yes.
Know this inherently that Twitter or X has become one of the worst social media sites. Sometimes it feels like Twitter was once this beautiful, peaceful park where everyone could just hang out. But now that park has like 3 casinos, an underground fight ring, and creepy guys selling, I don't know, cigarettes to children. It's gross! And I know that Twitter was never perfect, but now its entire culture has morphed into this nightmare version of itself. Those of us who still use it, it feels like we're trapped here, and we're not happy about it. I was a late adopter to Twitter. I never used it in high school or...
Look, here's the thing, right? Is that like, I use Twitter because it's like my job to use Twitter. So like I get a lot of people that come into my streams, it's specifically my Fansly streams, because of Twitter, because I post like clips and highlights from my Fansly, and then I post like my ass on there for people to go and sub on stuff like that. So it's like I get a lot of people to like one of my platforms on Twitter, and I get a lot of people who come to my streams because of Twitter, and I post clips on there, and I post like announcements, and that's how I interact with other VTubers in the community. It's like it's my job to use Twitter, but if I could use something else that was just as good as Twitter, I would go to that. And you may say, oh, well, there's Blue Sky fucking sucks. Blue Sky is dog shit. Don't even talk to me about Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a terrible fucking app. It was pretty recent where they added the feature to post videos on there. And like Blue Sky is just Twitter, but just way, way, way worse. Like it has like almost none of the features. It's fucking terrible. And then there's Threads. It's fucking Threads. Fuck you, dude. Nobody uses Threads. Twitter is not going to get dethroned for a long time. And so, unfortunately, I must use Twitter. Unfortunately. But if I could use another platform, I would.
For much of college, I think there were 2 types of public schools you could go to in the 2010s. Ones that were Facebook schools, where everybody used Facebook, and ones that were Twitter schools. I went to a Facebook school. I only started using it around the beginning of 2019 when things started to pick up for me with this job. And I ended up really liking Twitter. It was a place that I could post some nonsensical, barely a joke statement like introducing Burger King Wendy McDonald. And that helped me build an audience. But now I find myself scrolling Twitter only to get annoyed and leave Twitter, forget what I was doing, and then go back into Twitter.
That's what I do, but like with TikTok. I pull the TikTok classic where I open TikTok, I scroll a few things, and then I close it, and then I like not even like 5 seconds later, I open up TikTok again, like right after I closed it 5 seconds prior. It's a terrible, terrible cycle. I do the same shit.
And I'm like, am I in hell? Are we all in hell?
You may be addicted. Zoomer attention span. I am unfortunately a Zoomer who is brain rotten by the internet. So that's how it goes for me. I was debuffed from the start, buddy.
And I'm sure this sounds like I just shouldn't be on Twitter anymore. And you're
move to Blue Sky. I'm not using Blue Sky. I'm not using Blue Sky. If you actually legitimately expect me to use Blue Sky, you can kill yourself. Fuck you, dude.
Probably right. But I also want to complain about from its leadership to its algorithm to the systems it's added and the
I'm
users
Zoomer
and
too,
culture
just
that
old
come from
Zoomer. I'm like I'm a Zoomer, guys, but like I don't know. I'm one of the earlier Zoomers.
Twitter has gotten worse.
Rotted by Chinese spyware. Divine, you use Discord, bro. I don't want to hear it.
When did this start?
Right, DV image I think you may enjoy. Sure, but I won't check it right now.
Like, it's pretty obvious. It's when Elon Musk got involved.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fucking Elon, dude. The minute he bought the platform, he fucking ruined it, dude. Fuck Elon. He removed the ability to look at likes, which actually, no, he removed the ability to look at likes. Unless you're like a paid member. He made everything a paid feature. Fuck you, Elon. Fuck you.
Elon Musk is a really interesting individual because for the years prior to Elon purchasing Twitter, I kind of thought he was a cool guy. Not knowing.
Yeah, no, okay. So like actually, no, that's real. So like I thought that Elon was like pretty cool. I was like, oh, he's like the funny billionaire that like says funny haha shit. But like maybe like a year prior, I started to get like a little annoyed by him. And then the minute he bought Twitter and started fucking up, I was like, all right, I hate Elon. He's like legitimately ruining a platform that I at least somewhat enjoy. Fucking Elon, dude. Fuck this guy. I used to think this guy was sick when he posted that he was going to start researching how to make cat girls. Fuck you, Elon. The fact he made everyone get his posts is fucking annoying. Like, removing the block feature is crazy.
Too much about Elon and only looking at his achievements, he kind of seemed like a real-life Tony Stark. He was the CEO of Tesla, which led the charge on the adoption of electric vehicles. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I get car sick whenever my Uber ends up being a Tesla, but maybe that's just me getting butterflies for the future, baby. He founded SpaceX in 2002, which in 2020 became the first private company to put astronauts into orbit. And the rockets land now. They park. He's selling flamethrowers. And as of this month, there's almost 7,000 Starlink satellites orbiting around the planet providing internet. Where all you gotta do is just point that shit at the sky and you're streaming Friends. Plus, the guy is obsessed with getting some boots on Mars. And I'm like, okay. It's like moon landing too, but red dirt and further away.
I mean, like, Elon Musk has done a lot of things that are good, but he has done a lot of good things. I agree. The satellites for whatever, like that's awesome. That's great. But hey, Elon,
hey, sign me up to watch. I want to go. That's dangerous. So it seems like Elon Musk has achieved a lot and done some pretty significant things in the last like 20 years. But if I go to Elon Musk Wikipedia page and I look at any of those sections of his career, all of them are smaller in length than his section on Twitter. He's on Twitter for a little over 2 years. So what's going on here? The problem is, prior to Elon getting involved in Twitter, we only really got to see the results of what he did. Like, he still tweeted a lot, but now we see his thought process every day. In fact, you can't avoid it on Twitter unless you block him, which I had to do. And over the years,
yep, I and many other people blocked Elon, and I'm sure Elon didn't like that, so that's partially why he got rid of the block feature. That's my headcanon for that one.
Become a little bit more obsessed with concepts like free speech, which at a base level is a good thing. Now he's talking about the woke mind vibe. Now he's posting edgier and edgier memes. And then push comes to shove, and now he's involved in the presidential election. Whoa.
And then
Elon, cut that out.
He hit the CK.
So basically, at least on a personal level, I've become a little bit disillusioned.
His ego is constantly inflating. He thinks he's like way cooler than he is. Then he's the OG emote.
With Elon's character. I don't think he's necessarily as cool as I thought he was, and I haven't for years. Partly because of his Elden Ring build, but mostly because of his behavior online and the changes that he's made to Twitter.
Yeah, like, all he does is just talk about how much he hates woke people. What the fuck? Fuck you!
After he purchased it in October 2022 for $44 billion. There's plenty more you could say about Elon. Why'd he do that at the inauguration?
PoE 2. Unfortunately, he is like the best Diablo 4 player ever. Like, he's like near the top of the leaderboards, but in PoE 2, if you don't know, he plays PoE too, but he paid someone to play the game for him, and he just goes on the account and just plays it like sometimes, but like he pays someone to like play it for him so that he can like keep like in level or whatever.
It's kind of hard
funny
to pretend that that was anything but what everyone thought it was. He's basically a billionaire CEO that behaves like a poorly socially adjusted content creator. But what I'm going to focus on are some things that Elon implemented into Twitter that had a series of consequences that have changed the app forever, starting with monetization. So one of the first things that
it's terrible. The monetization on Twitter is terrible because all you need to do is buy the blue fucking check mark, and then all of your posts suddenly get way more reach and boost.
Elon doesn't just complain about woke people and try to manipulate politics. He also pretends to be good at games he sucks at.
I think that's the I think like between like all of the things he does, I think that's the worst, most egregious offense. He tries to act like he's good at games. I don't care if he hit the Sieg Hail. I don't care if he fucking talks about how much he hates woke and gay people. I don't care if he has a trans child that Elon has denounced and has basically ignored. Because of the fact that they're trans, and Elon is a terrible person for ignoring their child. Fuck all of that. He's bad at video games. Fuck you.
Elon Musk did to Twitter was expand Twitter Blue, now known as X Premium, to give people access to a bunch of different features. One of them, notably, was giving you a blue checkmark. This led to a lot of justified confusion, because now it turned into a thing where pretty much anyone could pay to be verified, something that was...
What have I joined in on? We're watching a video about how Twitter sucks and it's dog shit.
Previously reserved for politicians, public figures, and journalists. And it totally tanked the reliability of being verified on a website like this. All you needed was a phone number and money, and you'd be verified. Now they've got like an ID verification system, but when this was launched, phone number, money, you're good. People making fake Elon Musk accounts, fake Joe Biden accounts. It was kind of awesome. I also should mention that I do in fact have Twitter Blue on both my main account and Chuckle Sandwich. As a content creator on Twitter, it's kind of the only thing I can use to separate the account so people know it's real. But even now, I feel like someone could just make a Twitter account and verify it and be me. But if being a social...
Yeah, absolutely. It's very easy. I mean, like, the amount of times I've been fooled by people who... like fake being an account that they're not, and it's so easy to like fall for it, like because they have the blue check mark. It's like you would like, it's just like, what the fuck? Why? That's such a terrible fucking thing. Why would you get rid of the verification?
Social media person wasn't my job. I don't know if I would have Twitter Blue, to be honest with you. Just gotta mention that for transparency. I don't think it invalidates any of the things I'm about to say about Twitter Blue. Anyway, so on July 15th of 2023, Twitter announced its monetization plan for verified users. So now they've made a system where you pay Twitter so that maybe Twitter can pay you. It's the perfect plan. No, in fact, it was not. It was honestly, it was probably one of the main things that made the website terrible.
Because now, like, I think I know what he's gonna say. So now all of the posts you see on Twitter are fucking rage bait from Twitter blue check marks. That's all the website is. It's all rage bait from Twitter blue check marks because they don't actually think that. What they want is that they're just rage baiting people into interacting with their posts and to get like a big post that makes them a lot of money. That's all Twitter is now. It's fucking rage bait that everyone falls for and they get money for it.
I suddenly noticed that a lot of verified users on Twitter had a lot of knowledge that they couldn't fit into a single tweet. It had to be a thread. Most successful people move with this mindset. Entitled to nothing, willing to earn everything. 10 other truths of the ultra successful. Good habits are the new antidepressants. If you're in a bad spot in your life, read this. The Lazy Man's Playbook to Losing Fat and Becoming More Handsome Quick. A thread. Never mind the fact that having Twitter Premium allows you to post tweets up to 25,000 characters long.
So fucked. Why?
This had to be a thread. At the time for me, it's targeting something like productivity or losing weight. And as I sit there scrolling Twitter aimlessly on my couch, I'm thinking, God, this thread is gonna change my life. But the reason why they do this is because the first version of Twitter's monetization was paying people based on the ads that were served to users in the reply. Which in order to get people in there, it's gotta be a thread. But then Twitter managed to make it worse, somehow. Announcing that they were switching their monetization plan to being based on...
Oh, I was staring at it. I'm back. Go back. Go back to losing your internet.
On any and all engagement that a tweet could get. And I just think this is a bad idea. I think that's a horrible idea, actually. Because that means that any attention is good attention. That means that any post that brings engagement makes you money. And it resulted in a new apex predator in the Twitter landscape. These are engagement.
Yeah! Rage bait!
Engagement baiters are pretty much what you'd expect them to be. They're Twitter accounts whose sole purpose is to make posts that will get as much engagement as possible from users so that they in turn make money. So how is this different from what I'm doing literally right now? Well, I'd like to think that I'm actually bringing some of myself to the table here. My opinions and research, my editing, my writing, whatever. Whereas every single one of these accounts has never posted anything that they themselves created. Starting with the lowest tier of engagement baiters, which I call content recyclers. If you're on Twitter, you may have seen accounts like Juju or Kira. If you go into the For You section on Twitter, they're almost impossible to avoid. Their behavior online is probably
all they do is just like repost memes. That's all they do, and they like farm so much money for it.
The closest to what Twitter used to be, at least in my memory, where they'll have a quote retweet about something, making a joke, and it'll do very well. But what sucks about this is I can't tell how many of the things that they're posting are actually things that they thought of themselves. Like in the case of this toilet seat that's shaped like LeBron, they clearly just took it off of another social media post, repackaged it, and now they're making money. And what sucks is this used to be like a novel thing about Twitter. Yeah, sure, you'd have content recyclers, but there was not a financial incentive.
Yeah, and I think that's like the worst part about Twitter. It's like is making it so now everybody who has a blue check mark is now incentivized to just be a piece of shit and just think of like the most scummy ass ways to get tweets in the algorithm so that they can get money. And so like it's so common to just see people like baiting and like recycling bullshit just to get the bag, and it just makes all the content on Twitter just significantly worse now.
To do so. It was either people arguing about politics, whatever's going on in stan culture, or some random college freshman in Kansas making a funny observation about the world, tweeting a sentence about it, and then it gets 300k likes. And there was a purity to that. It was like overhearing a funny conversation. What's worse is that a lot of accounts that used to be themed around a certain topic have gotten a little bit loosey-goosey on what falls under their umbrella. For instance, let's look at creepy.org. Explore the creepy side of the world. Their location is Transylvania. They're following 666 people, and they've got a website. This seems pretty legit. Let's click on it. Oh,
it's just
back to the Twitter page. But based on how this account is set up, you'd expect that if you were to follow, it would be posting purely creepy stuff to explore the creepy side of the world. I'm looking for ghouls. I'm looking for goblins. I'm looking for freaky motherfuckers.
Of course.
I don't know what that would be. And a lot of the time they do post that. A street light covered in vines in Poland. That's pretty creepy. Looks like a ghost thing. You open your eyes at 3 a.m. and see this.
What is that fuck ass filter on that woman's face? What the fuck? That's so obviously just a mom sitting in her bed with a TikTok filter. What the fuck is that?
What you doing? Probably gonna scream, that's freaky. Abandoned torii gate found at the end of a submerged tunnel in Japan. Oh, okay, that's creepy, yeah. Mizuki, a professional wrestler in Japan doing her signature move.
Hear me out, we're killing you. Girl, you're not supposed to floss.
This is kind of awesome, isn't it? What happened to Jonah Hill? He lost weight. I don't think that's creepy. Baby kangaroo came to a kid for help during the wildfires. That's heartwarming. That's not creepy at all. What happened to Brie Larson? She got a haircut and she dyed her. People do that all the time. Lana Del Rey. In general?
Actually, I see it. I agree. Ted, you aren't seeing the vision.
Sydney. Creepy. So we all agree that Twitter is terrible.
No, fuck me. Fuck.
Japan do hill fire. And people do that all the time.
Wait, no. There we go. We're locked in. I get it. I see it. I see it. Thank you, creepy.org. I see the vision. Thank you.
Del Rey. In general? Sydney Sweeney and Billie Eilish could ruin my life. Okay, I feel like we've lost the plot here. Now we're just tweeting random stuff. And you can post whatever you want. It's a free internet. But don't theme your account around something if you're not going to go through the effort to stick to it. Have some commitment. The next tier of engagement baiters are reply fishers. And we've seen this a little bit with the last account when they'll ask a question of anyone who sees the post to solicit a response. Which I think is fine at a base level. You're going to see that all across social media. What makes it dishonorable, in my opinion, is when you can tell that they're preying on the divisiveness and anger of people on the internet.
Yeah, so like rage baiters. You just say rage baiters.
To get them to argue in their replies to make money. For instance, this tweet where they're quoting a woman in a video at first. I did not join the military to serve my country. I joined the military to get a VA home loan, the GI Bill, and student loan forgiveness. That's it. But then the user adds, don't you feel safer knowing this is the morale among the people who are supposed to be protecting you and our country? Clearly, this is angled in a way where people are going to show up in the replies and they're going to be like, wait, what the fuck?
Rage
This person
baiters.
doesn't care about America. Oh, what the fuck? You son of a bitch. Fuck, this person is such a piece of shit. What the hell? And it did happen. This should be a disqualifying video. Kick her out of the military. Recover any bonuses or perks she was paid and given. She swore an oath, and obviously it means nothing. She deserves nothing in return. Get rid of this trash.
Man.
Like, oh my god. What is
I
wrong
love
with
America.
this person? Luckily, in this thread in particular, there were plenty of actual veterans going into the replies and being like, yeah, no, those are called benefits.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I, like, before I became a VTuber, I unironically thought about becoming a fucking, like, I unironically thought about joining the military. Like, before I became a VTuber. Just purely because of the benefits. You hear some of the fucking benefits that the military gives you when you join? Holy shit! Brother! I would serve the military for, like, 6 years for the benefits. Absolutely! You would have cried. Brother, I'm telling you, if you heard some of the benefits that they give you for being in the military, I would have dealt with it like a good boy. I would have been the best barracks bunny of my life. I would have taken it like such a good boy for those benefits. You have no idea. No, I would have been the best barracks bunny ever.
They still serve their country either way. There's nothing wrong with their reason for doing so. And this type of post is happening a lot on Twitter. Like, even creepy.org posted this. Do you think that Jesus was born on December 20th? I don't even know what type of argument they're trying to goad people into.
What the fuck? No, it was I'm getting baited. No, I'm getting baited by creepy.org, and I'm not even on Twitter. I'm getting baited.
But why AI generate a sign of him saying that he wasn't born on
I'm getting
December
baited.
25th?
I'm not
'Cause you
even
want people
on
to get
Twitter.
mad. And most of the examples I could give you are either political or religious or around identity in their topic. I think that you can understand what people are posting in this regard. I don't know if we need to go through every single hate baiting post on Twitter in order to make this point. But we could go through the sponsor. This video is proudly sponsored by Honkai Star Rail.
Fucking
This game is a
Honkai Star Rail.
multi-platform space fantasy RPG by
Imagine you're in a
Toyota.
war and
You know,
fighting
the
against
folks that made
Panky.
Genshin
Yeah,
Impact.
honestly,
You heard that
like,
one? This game is only for those
if
who
you
have the
saw
spirit
me
of
on the
space
field,
adventure in
brother,
their heart. Which, if you've been following my channel for a while,
you may as well
kinda one
surrender
of our
now.
main tenets here.
Thank
Space
you, baiting.
adventure.
What do you
It
mean
is.
by
And
that?
what's better, this game comes with more
Barracks
than
bunny?
30
Damn, I
playable
should have
characters
joined the
that each have
Navy.
their own unique
Nah, I would
personality,
be like,
backstory,
I'd be the
and
best
charm.
Barracks
And it's a
bunny ever,
semi-open world
honestly.
experience.
I'd be
You
like,
solve puzzles,
I
explore
would
each
be
NPC story,
world
and most of all,
rank
at least for
one-
me,
rank
unlock
one
treasure
Barracks
chests.
bunny.
Because another main tenet of this channel, loot goblin. That's what I am. That's what you are.
Rank
We're a bunch
one,
of little loot
diamond,
goblin treasure chests.
diamond
Sounds like
4
loot to me.
Barracks
And
bunny.
now, Honkai Star Rail version 3.0
They could be escorted
is here,
in
where the Astral Express
by the entire
journeys
army
the
would have
new
the
world
highest
of
morale.
Empyrea.
That's true.
And
That's
one of the
true.
most
That's true.
significant updates
He's
today.
speaking
We got two
facts.
new
He's
characters,
spitting
starting
straight
with
fire.
Valherta, an
Hold up,
Ice-type
his writing
character
is
who's a
fire.
mysterious and beautiful sorceress.
Broke it through the enemy
Pretty cool.
lines.
And
It's
the
over,
Herta's
dude.
technique marks 3 to 5
Also, I
treasure
would
chest
never join the
locations on your map,
Marines,
making
by
it
the way.
easier for players
Like, I
to
wouldn't join the
find
Marines
them.
or the army.
Loot
I would
goblins.
join the fucking
I call
chair
this a
force.
win. All my loot
I
goblins
would
out there. That
100%.
sounds like
I'm joining the chair force. My ass is not going on the field. I'm gonna be sitting down, like, programming the fighter jets to like bomb innocent children.
I would call this a win. The other new character is Aglaia, who is a lightning type character who can summon a garment
Space
maker into
Guardians.
battle using her skill. And this thing can team up with Aglaia for joint attacks, joint fighting. Version 3.0 also introduces many new events, relics, enemies, and maps for players to explore. So let's just say there's a lot going on, and you should totally give it a shot. So go download the game using my link and use the limited time redemption code to get 50 Stellar Jade. Thanks so much to Honkai Star Rail for sponsoring. Now let's get back to it. Now, the only thing that's able to combat engagement bait on Twitter right now is community notes. This is something that existed before Elon.
Community notes. Oh, okay. Out of all the features that have been added to Twitter since Elon has been on Twitter, unironically, out of all the features that have been on Twitter since Elon has like gotten the platform, community notes is a feature that I think is a good idea.
Took over. It was previously called Birdwatch to combat misinformation. And one of the good things about community notes is that if you're a monetized user and you get a community note on your post, that post is now unable to make revenue, which
Thank
is
God.
good. For instance, this post that was likely a Reddit post that this user copy and pasted into tweet form to farm engagement was then given a community note letting people know that it was quite literally not their story to tell. They kind of screwed themselves though, because They admitted that. But this is still kind of a flawed system, because if you're a Twitter goblin making 100 posts a day as an engagement baiter, licking your lips and posting, who's the hottest chick in town? I'll start first. I think it's Megan Fox. Let me know what you think below. You're not exactly gonna be worried about a couple posts slipping through the cracks. At the end of the day, if you're posting enough, you're gonna be making money. So yeah, Twitter's monetization system.
Several sources have told me that the Navy is the gayest branch. Yeah, I wouldn't go into the Navy. I would go into the Air Force. Like, absolutely Air Force. Like 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. The Air Force is cushy.
System is really bad.
They're nicknamed the Chair Force for a reason.
Where most of the posts I see in the For You section are just sloppy hot, stinky garbage. Who's the hottest chick in town? Is it Megan Fox? This is so creepy. Billie Eilish can ruin my life. Fucking, I think that racism is good. Reply below. Like shit like that.
I think racism is good. Reply below. Thank you, Ted. You finally said the thing that we're all too scared to say. Thank you. Thank you. You're saying the thing we're all too scared to say. Racism is good.
And then you couple it with an algorithm that, at least in its early stages, resulted in me seeing a couple videos of people just straight up dying. It's a fucking mess. He doesn't care. He's a fucking raven.
It's a fucking mess.
But Elon did bring another brand of account to the surface with all of his changes, which in my opinion is the
highest demands for intelligence out of all the branches. Are you sure you'd make that? Absolutely.
So the alpha male accounts. These accounts are just funny to look at, because as the internet, and specifically Twitter, has become kind of like more Andrew Tate-ified, it feels like, I guess you would call them incels on the internet, now more than ever have no idea what a woman would want. It's like they've all been sitting in like a echo chamber dating lab in a bunker, cooking up new ideas on what women want from men without ever.
I just want to join the Navy, get half the crew addicted to me, and when the jets fly scream, "Don't touch my boat." What you mean by that? Let's unpack that.
Ever asking a woman if that were the case. There's loads of these accounts. Masculine Notes, Elite Masculine, Wisdom for Men, Masculine King, Badassum Coach, Masculine Ego, Ego of Sigma, Masculine Soul, Masculine Theory. This is science now, but also a spiritual practice. And if you see my video from a long time ago about alpha male Instagram accounts, they're kind of like that, but expanded. Because now they've mastered their vertical. Like this one guy selling his 3 volumes of the Chad Mindset for $100.
What
and
the
that might seem like
fuck?
a steep price, but it doesn't.
The Chad Mindset Ultimate Chad Bundle is crazy. I cannot believe. Oh my god! Like someone said it before. This is not my joke, but it's like this like alpha sigma male bullshit is like star signs for men. It's like men will fall for anything if it has like this alpha sigma Chad bullshit in it. It's so crazy. It's so funny. That's so hilarious.
Include 100 quotes from ancient Stoics. So if you ever want to hear about being a Chad from Plato, you're all set. Darkest female secrets that no woman wants you to know. Dark female psychology thread. All right, here we.
My dad unironically watches these videos though, like on YouTube. Like he'll unironically watch these videos about like 5 ways to like trick a woman into liking you, 5 ways to get a woman obsessed with you, 5 ways to show women that you're better than them, or like whatever on YouTube. It's like going through my dad's search history is the funniest shit ever, because like my dad is the guy who falls for this shit. Like hook, line, and sinker. Bet came with a 20-minute video about how the career became a Sigma male. It's true. Have you ever seen the Takahata react to Sigma affirmation tape? No, I haven't, but that sounds funny. My brother watches and reads that shit.
Here we go, about to learn some information. Number 1, women can't keep secrets. So right off the bat, I'm confused. You're telling me that the first of the darkest female secrets
took me a week to notice it's bullshit. Why did you even fall for it in the first place? All of these people, like, it's like, you ever like I see, like, fuck, dude. Wait, give me a second. It's like 5 ways to know you're a Sigma male. It's like 10 signs you're a Sigma versus Alpha, super rare. Is it better than Alpha? Please. I
Sigma? Now there's a Sigma? What the f is Sigma? What's up, Jeff?
They all look the same! They all look and dress the same! I'm sorry.
It's that no woman
What
wants
the
you to
Sigma?
know is that they can't keep secrets. So is this all public info? Number 7, when you cheat on her, she doesn't hate you. She hates the woman you cheated on her with. No, she probably still hates you. You're still a part of that choice. I like to think this is a guy who cheated on someone and is now just gaslighting himself by making it a rule. No, she doesn't fucking hate me. She hates me, that girl I cheated on. She doesn't hate me.
Absolutely.
She hates the girl. Women only hate each other. I love this one from the
That's
thread.
true.
Men who do this never get left by women. Number 9, continue brainwashing her with your beliefs. She needs someone's perspective and counsel. If you do not provide it to her, she will look for someone else. Brainwashing is such an interesting word to use here. They could have just said, give her your opinion, but no. We're out here brainwashing women. You're out here trying to build a
Yeah, I'm trying to manipulate women. You guys remember earlier in the stream when I told you to buy roses for them every week and then like make sure that they don't make sure that they see the rose that you threw away for them the other week. That's I'm trying to manipulate women.
relationship. I'm out here brainwashing women. We're trying to build a 2-person cult.
That's true.
my guy.
That's true. We're brainwashing women into wanting my cock. I don't want to love a woman. I want to brainwash them into being my fucking slave.
And some of the threads that I found started to get a little bit more concerning, such as 8
I
ways to
psyoped a
destroy
twink
women's
into being
ego
my boy
instantly.
wife.
Immediately wondering why
We're
we're trying
killing
to
you,
do
Amada.
that. Number 1, looking at other
What's
women.
the opposite of
She needs
sissy
to know that
hypno?
you're wide-eyed.
Tomboy domination? Is tomboy domination? Is that would that be the opposite of sissy hypno? Is there sigma hypno? We're killing you?
And always looking at others. Don't be too obvious and say, damn, did you see that ass? I'm not saying you have to overdo it, but when you walk with her,
It was
you can look at
rhetorical.
other girls. Right now, we're not
Tomboy
trying to fix you
domination.
up with
That's
this girl.
that's
She's
the new
not a
meta.
good
Tomboy
girl because
domination.
her ego is too big. She doesn't know what she's worth. She thinks she's too important. No, she needs to come down so you can look at other women. Don't comment.
Schmegma hypno.
Look, what
Mods,
is
can we
this?
ban Nadia?
What? This is starting to feel like no
Thank you for being on the same page as me, by the way, Toby.
validation. We don't give compliments. We don't talk about how good she looks or how beautiful she is. No, we don't do that. You never put a woman on a pedestal, especially if she doesn't deserve it. Okay.
Exactly. Women don't deserve shit. So true. Sigma male account number 42567 on Twitter. Thank you.
This is almost to a T, a step-by-step on what not to do. It's actually impressive how little application this would have in a real-life social situation. Another set of accounts I see are alpha male accounts that are pretending to be run by women, when you can tell that the
What? Oh my god, it's like there are like alpha male accounts that are like disguised as female accounts on YouTube, where it's like these like female accounts where like 5 ways to like 5 ways for men to manipulate women, and it's a woman saying all of the ways that she can get manipulated by men, and like her like the things she falls for the most. And it's like, here are 5 ways that men can manipulate me that you can use on other girls.
just not. For instance, you've got Latina Casanova.
My pussy always gets wet when men say I look mid and they'd rather fuck other girls. What the fuck does that mean? What?
Learn to seduce. If you're trying to make a believable woman, Latina Casanova would be at the top of my list of names that wouldn't work. I'm pretty sure the profile picture is AI. They use it everywhere. There's no other photo of Latina Casanova. It'll be a real big bummer if it turns out she's real though, because honestly, if Latina Casanova is a real person, I will be over the moon. The thoughts from female minds.
That's so AI generated. It's not even funny.
Another AI generated image of a woman. What are the thoughts from female minds?
That's not AI. That's a character from Lucifer. Wait, really? Wait, are you dead ass right now? Wait, are you dead ass? The Latino one? Oh my fucking god, you're right. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, it's the exact photo too. Oh, that's actually so fucking funny. Thank you, Divine. I actually, you're the GOAT. I love you. That's so funny.
To a place he likes. Okay. Love is a game, and games are meant to be played. Not sure if that one's true. I want my guy to be funny, but not because he tells jokes all the time. What is he supposed
what does that mean?
to do then? Is there an expectation of slapstick comedy here? What do you want him to slip on a banana peel? Men who constantly talk about masculinity are probably insecure. Oh, okay, this one actually might be run by a woman. Don't talk so much, just act like a man. Okay. And finally, with the alpha male accounts, they eventually reach a point where they become so masculine that they begin to talk like cavemen. Men focus on the process, boys focus on the goal. Won't explain. Talk slow, be direct. Don't look away. Being fat is disrespectful to your ancestors. Beware of girls with colored hair. Won't explain.
Nah, he kind of spitting though. Wait, hold up. His writing is fire. He's spitting actually. Beware of girls with colored hair. They will all ruin your life.
Dangerous mode, stomach empty, balls full.
What the fuck does... What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? What?
Don't work out, train. And train like you are being hunted. And then my
Rock
personal
has a
favorite,
Twitter
ejaculation drains you. Staying horny fuels.
I need to see this Twitter account right now. I need to look at this Twitter account. I refuse to believe that's a real tweet. These are all in a Discord server competing with each other to see who can say the most absurd thing. What is this Twitter account called? Masculine Theory? Please, I need to find the tweet. So, sharing too much about yourself is unwise. Oh, how many posts does this guy have? 400k followers is crazy, by the way. What the fuck? Dick minus control equals destiny control. Porn doesn't cost money, it costs your essence. The only true defeat is death, everything else is mental. You just retweeted those. Please. When was this made? December 22nd? Female attraction comes to those who care for it. The universe is comical. Oh, celibacy hides power. All right, so Catholic priest, fuck you. Oh, dude, he tweets so fucking much. Dude, there is so much. I'm not going to go through all that. I refuse. I believe it's there though. After seeing the dick control.
Have application. Obviously, in this day and age, alpha male accounts are still going strong, and they are thriving on this version of
dead internet theory. It has to be. Nah, that's like prime dead internet theory.
About the little niche pockets of Twitter. It is about Twitter as a whole, which leads me to just for a second talk about the culture. To me, the culture of Twitter just feels way angrier than it's ever.
Yeah, everyone is pissed off on this platform. Like, all everyone wants to do is rage bait, be mad at other people, and just look for clout by like canceling other people or just trying to expose other people, especially with like VTubers. But like, I'm sure it happens a lot on other sides of Twitter, but VTubers are just the most toxic, manipulative pieces of shit I have ever seen. All of them, there are so many VTubers that all they do is just interaction bait and fucking rage bait and just talk about contentious topics just to get interaction. I fucking hate the culture on Twitter. It's terrible. Just make content. I make content. I made a vow. Okay. I made a vow that when I made my Twitter account, like this new one that I have that I've had for a little over a year now, this Twitter account that I'm currently on right now, I made a vow that I would not like post like political bullshit or like interact with like posts like purely for the sake of just like farming clout. Like, I refuse to give my audience any of that bullshit that I hate seeing. I'm just gonna post my content. I'm gonna post my announcements, and I'm just gonna keep being a VTuber and just post content that is relevant to me. I simply refuse to just post shit just because it's like the drama or the trend. I fucking hate it. I care about feeding my audience content that I make for them, right? It's like, if you follow me, you're following me to see my ass, and you're following me to see how funny I am, okay? You're not following me for my political takes. You're not following me because you want to see the different VTuber of the week that we're trying to cancel. You're not following me because I have screenshots of people that I want to expose them. Fuck you. I just want to give you content and just make your day maybe slightly better. Is it good that I'm out of the loop of VTuber drama? I hate VTubers. I hate VTubers. I hate VTubers. VTubers fucking suck. They're all clout chasing fucking goblins, dude. And it's like, I love, like, I have had friends, like VTubers, who have like begged me to like post drama and clout that I could post if I really wanted to, and I have like literally just told them like, no, like I'm tired. I don't want to do that to my account. I don't want my account to be like known. I don't want to get followers or like get big based off of me posting drama or clout. I want to get big because of my content that I like. I fucking hate people who think who just constantly interaction bait and just give out their dog shit fucking opinion. Just make content, okay? I fucking hate you.
I have seen far more quote retweets, tweets, replies, whatever, that are just nastier than I remember people being. And a part of me feels like it's somehow related to all of this.
Just like there are VTubers I'm friends with where I love them, I really do, and like I really do like interacting with them, but like a lot of their account is just quote retweeting people trying to dunk on them, and it's like, I'm sorry, but you really need to grow up. Like I just hate these people that quote retweet people just to dunk on them, like to like maybe get a little bit of clout. You want to get clout off of maybe getting a tweet that dunks on someone and you get like 100,000 likes from like dunking on someone. That's what you want to be known for. You don't want to be known as the guy who's like a funny, entertaining VTuber who's like you're able to stand on your own merits because like you're interesting. You want to be known as the guy who got a slight boost of followers because what, you dunked on someone on Twitter. Have some fucking like self-respect, dude. Honestly, have some self-respect for your own content. Fuck you.
Stuff I've
Does it add anything productive to the convo?
shown you guys leading up to this point. Like, take this for instance. First ever date tonight. Absolutely bricking it. I think that's a British term. Wish us
what? What did I just join into? I'm trash talking other VTubers. Everyone wants to be Drill, but nobody wants to be as funny as Drill. Exactly. The only drama that I believe that I've posted on my Twitter account was when I exposed a VTuber that I dated for a little bit who sexually assaulted me. That's the only drama. I guess like a crime. I guess a crime would be more accurate. But like that's the only thing close to drama that I posted, and I felt like that's a pretty justified one. So,
ladies and gentlemen, this is so wholesome. Guy's going on a first date. He's bringing flowers. This guy's a legend. He's got 437K likes, and I'm sure people are being very supportive.
What's the gif of like I showed Speed like smiling, like in like that's just like big gif of him smiling. That's the one I'm thinking right now. By speaking out against VTubers who retweet and farm VTuber drama, you have unintentionally farmed VTuber drama. It's terrible. How many VTubers date and get essayed by their VTubers? Surprisingly common. A lot of VTubers are socially inept pieces of shit who don't know what consent is.
Flowers. Enjoy the friend zone, young man. Make this a learning experience.
Why
for
are you taking flowers?
Flowers on the first date is a little much.
Hope you've been the flowers, mate. It stinks of desperation, which you most definitely are.
What the fuck? What are these replies?
I'm not. Hope it went well.
Flowers are not the move right away, dude. You have a lot to learn about female psychology.
What?
The initial response left a little bit to be desired. I remember reading the replies to this recently after it had been posted, and I was blown away by how little these people knew on impressing a woman on their first date. If you're a person watching my channel right now, focus up. Come here. Women love flowers. People love flowers in general. It's like the oldest display of affection. I could almost guarantee you that we were given flowers to each other in the Ice Age. And it indicates you put in a little bit more effort than just showing up. Doesn't make you look desperate. It indicates interest and intention. Women love that shit. And if they don't
True.
like it, they probably weren't
I think so. I've never talked to a woman. Women scare me.
interested in you to begin with. Luckily, after a bit of this post marinating on the timeline, there was a bunch of people that came to this guy's defense. But it's crazy how several years ago, I feel like nobody would have had to do that. A couple of years ago, half of the replies would have been shit like, thanks for letting me borrow your Lamborghini, man. Appreciate that. You got a great car, and you're really charming and cool and handsome. And also, you got a
Men love that shit too, if I remember correctly.
big cock. Like, and now it's a bunch of losers in the replies being like, that's a one-way ticket to the friend zone, my guy. Like, what are you
Fuck
talking
you.
about? Another example is this woman posting about a video she made like 4 years ago that went viral. She's not doing
And like all of those replies, like to that guy, like saying that he's gonna like fuck up the date, like they're not even getting money for that because it's like a reply. Like they're just doing that for the love of the game.
anything. She's just like, hey, here's a funny video I made 4 years ago.
Oh my god, this is my favorite video. This is my favorite video. No, I need to go watch it. This video fucks me up so hard in like a good way. It fucks me up, dude. The square hole. I fucking love the square hole. Square hole. It's the only meme that was sent in the You Laugh You Lose challenge that actually made me laugh because this shit's funny as hell. I love it.
This is a square.
Where?
Can you guess which spot that goes
The
in?
square.
Where's square
That's
hole?
right. It goes in the square
Oh,
hole.
yes!
Okay.
And how about this rectangle? That one.
Also the square.
Square
goes in
hole.
there, too.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got this thin
Eh.
rectangle.
The thin
Can you guess
rectangle.
where that goes?
The thin rectangle.
right.
The square hole!
Square
Yeah!
hole. And up next, a cylinder.
Huh.
The circle.
I think that
The
goes in
square hole! The square hole!
hole.
Yeah!
Now, we've also got this semicircle
You also
right
after the ball crushing factory one, that shit was also funny as hell, I'm not gonna lie.
here. Do you see a slot that would fit
The semicircle. The
semicircle?
the semicircle.
That's right.
The square hole!
Okay. Up next, the triangle.
This video fucks
we know
me
what
up.
hole that goes
The
into,
triangle.
right? That's right.
The square hole!
And up next,
Everything
We
goes to
have-
the Panky hole. Mods, neuter him, please.
the arch.
The arch. The
And
arch.
you guessed it.
The arch.
It goes in the square hole.
The square hole! We're so up. Sorry, I just love this video. Anyway.
Remember that? Then this person quote retweets it and says, girl, move on. And it has 176,000 likes. This is like the laziest attempt to be a bully I've ever seen. Obviously, I know the internet is a breeding ground.
This is a
for
classic.
negativity.
Panky has
It's
a
always
square
been
hole.
like that.
What do
I'm
you mean by that?
Definitely not saying
What are you
that
gonna do to
Twitter
me?
used to be
Please,
this
please don't.
paragon of peaceful interaction. It wasn't. But I feel like I see way more people being just mean for the sake of being mean on this website in particular and receiving a higher level of validation for doing so, which is strange. So yeah, Twitter is not what it used to be. Now when we log on,
What
we're
the
forced
fuck?
to be a part
Stop!
of or at least witness an ongoing chaotic
Stop!
conversation that most of us didn't even want to have. Before, we'd have to seek it out. But now every time you go onto Twitter, it's some Elon Stan account spouting the deepest dark web conspiracy theory. With Elon himself in the replies saying, looking into this, as if he's perched on some Star Trek captain's chair hunting down the secrets of the deep state. Like he's some superhero answering the call of justice. He acts like such a loser. And even as someone with as many followers as I have on Twitter, someone who could potentially stand to gain from its current monetization system, I don't feel like I can be involved anymore like I used to. It's like living in New York City, but then
No,
every
it's like I go on Twitter for two reasons. I scroll on there for porn because unironically the porn game on Twitter is actually like at an all-time high right now. And I post content on there. I don't go on there to like really tweet. Like I don't tweet anything other than like stream announcements or like content. Or whatever. Like I'm not like just like posting like funny thoughts on there. I simply go on there for porn and to fucking show my content to like other people and VTubers. That's all I do. Let's watch the rest of this though. Finish it up.
is modeled after Times Square. It's overwhelming and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Twitter used to be kind of like a playground. You could go on the swing set, you could climb on the monkey bars, you could go on the slide. Now it looks more like a merry-go-round that never stops running. The only way to get on is while it's moving, and once you're on, everybody is angry and screaming at each other, and nobody is actually enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
We're all just getting nauseous.
For the past few months, I have been thinking.
Sorry, this was another video in my recommended in my watch later here, but yeah, This is a great video.
Cigarettes.
I love Ted. He's a great content creator. I mean, like, a lot of people know who he is. I'm sure me linking his thing isn't gonna give him any. But you know, go watch his shit. He's great. Give it a like. If you've never watched Ted, he's great. A classic video. Okay, Margaritaville and Rainforest Cafe are classics, but you should go watch his video where he ate a nerd rope edible, and he was like off his like zonkers. Like that is a classic video right there. You guys should watch that.